In the third video, formation of joint stock company under chapter 2 forms of business organizations. Today we will discuss about the formation of a joint stock company, and in that we have already discussed the stage 1 and stage 2. Today we will discuss the stage 3rd and 4th, that is capital subscription stage and commencement of business. First we will discuss capital subscription stage. Under the capital subscription stage, we can say that 6 steps are there. It is not fixed. Okay, it depends upon the authors and the teachers how they divide it. So mainly we divide it into 6 categories. First, approval of SEBI is required. SEBI is a regulatory body of the capital market in India. We will discuss that later on. Then prospectus or statement in lieu of prospectus is issued to the general public. Prospectus is issued to general public if general public is invited. If the company has decided not to invite general public and it can arrange, it is confident of arranging funds privately, then it will issue statement in lieu of prospectus. Appointment of experts like bankers, brokers, underwriters is done. Minimum subscription is required. Once the prospectus is issued, the applications are invited, the company must receive a minimum amount so that it can do the business smoothly. That is minimum subscription. Once the applications are received, minimum subscription is received, application is given to the stock exchange to list the shares. Okay, it can be one stock exchange or more than one stock exchange. Minimum one stock exchange permission should be received, and then allotment of shares are done. Once the application is accepted by the stock exchanges for listing of shares, the allotment of share is done in the capital formation stage. Once the shares are allotted, then commencement of business certificate is required. That we will discuss later on. So first let's discuss the capital formation stage. Okay, so according to that, once the company has been incorporated, in case of private company there is no need of this capital subscription stage because they are not inviting the general public. Okay, see here the first paragraph. After the company is incorporated, the next stage for the public company is to raise necessary capital. Okay, for the public company, okay, for public company has to raise funds from the public, so it will issue a prospectus. Okay, the prospectus contains all the details and all. We will discuss that in the next slide. Whereas a private company can commence the business immediately after obtaining the certificate of incorporation. Okay, because the private company will not go to the general public for subscription stage. It doesn't invite general public to invest in its shares. It will arrange everything privately. Okay, because the private company raises funds from friends, relatives. Okay, private arrangement is done, so it can start the business just after certificate of incorporation. But in case of public company, there is a third stage and fourth stage. Okay, so first step of capital subscription stage is SEBI approval. Now the full form of SEBI is Securities and Exchange Board of India. Now it is a regulatory authority created by the government to regulate the capital market so that the investors' interest is protected. Earlier there were many cases where the investors were cheated of their hard-earned money by this fake companies and all. So SEBI was set up to regulate the capital market. Now it has issued several guidelines. Okay, several guidelines have been issued so that the companies which wish to tap the capital market has to disclose certain informations for the investors protection. So the approval of SEBI is required to issue shares from the issue shares to the general public and invite funds from them. Then the second stage is issue of prospectus or a statement in lieu of prospectus. Now we will say that they say the second line, prospectus is a document inviting deposits or offers from the public for the subscription or purchase of shares or debentures. Prospectus contains all the information regarding the company, its future plans, what it is going to do with the funds raised by issuing shares or debentures, what was its past performance, who are the directors, who are the promoters. Each and every information is there in prospectus. Now, if the company decides not to tap the general public for its funds and it is confident that it can raise funds from private sources, then instead of prospectus, it can issue a statement in lieu of prospectus. If it is confident that raising funds from private sources, it can raise funds. Okay, so it is same as prospectus. It also contains each and every information. That prospectus is statement in lieu of prospectus is filed with registrar of companies. Okay, all the significant informations are disclosed. The investors decide on the basis of the information given in this document whether to invest or not invest. Okay, this part is important. Prospectus is issued by companies which are inviting general public to subscribe to its shares or debentures. Statement of in lieu of prospectus is issued by companies which are raising funds from private sources. Okay. Then the appointment of experts like bank, brokers, underwriters. Bankers receive and deposit the banks, no? Receive and deposit the application money, whereas brokers distribute the application forms and encourage the public to subscribe to the shares. Okay. Then underwriters is there. It is optional, okay, on discretion whether to appoint or not. It is not compulsory. But if the company feels that its shares will not be subscribed by the public fully, then it will appoint a underwriter who will buy the shares if the public has not subscribed to the shares fully. Okay, so appointment of underwriters is important, because if all the shares are not subscribed, the company has to cancel the full process and restart again. So it will suffer huge losses. So it is always advisable to have a underwriter. Okay, even if it is upon the discretion of the company. Minimum subscription. Okay, the share size according to SEBI in India, the company must receive 90% of the shares issued. Okay, so it is necessary so that there is no shortage of funds. The company is able to perform its operations, business operations smoothly. Okay, so minimum subscription ensures that company doesn't have a shortage of funds, and it is made mandatory that company must receive the amount of minimum subscription within 120 days. Okay, and it is 90% of the issued amount, and if that minimum subscription is not received, in that case the application money will be refunded within the next 10 days. Otherwise it will invite certain penalties. Then application to stock exchange. Once the minimum subscription is received, application is sent to the stock exchange to list the shares so that it can be easily traded, bought and sold. So at least one stock exchange must be approached. Okay, and once the application money is accepted, the company can go ahead with the allotment of shares. Okay, this one. Okay, if the company does not get the permission within 10 weeks, okay, more than 2 months, less than 3 months, okay, 2.5 months we can say, then the application money has to be refunded within 8 days. If any stock exchange is not giving permission to list the shares, to trade the shares on its exchange, then the application money, the allotment will be cancelled. Okay, and within 8 days the amount has to be refunded to the applicants. Then the shares are allotted. When the application is accepted by stock exchange for listing of shares, the shares will be allotted. Okay, according to the details given by the applicants. Okay, see the next paragraph. No, successful allottees are given allotment letters, and a letter of regret is sent to the applicants to whom shares has not been allotted, and their application money is also returned. And in case of partial allotment, that means someone applied for 100 shares and he was only given say 60 shares or 70 shares, that will be partial allotment. Whatever excess application money is either returned, it will be returned to the applicants, or it will be adjusted against the next installment, which is known as allotment money. The first installment is application money, second is allotment money. So the directors can decide to adjust the excess money towards allotment, or they can return the money, excess application money. Okay, then the company has to file with the registrar of companies a detailed report, okay, which is known as return of allotment. Okay, which is known as return of allotment. It contains the name, address of shareholders, number of shares, okay, along with that demat account and all, and it is signed by the director or secretary. It has to be filed within 10 days. Okay, once the applicants have been allotted shares, their money has been adjusted, everything has been done, then return of allotment is prepared within 30 days by the directors, signed by the directors and secretary. It contains the name, address of the shareholders, number of shares allotted to them, the serial number and everything, okay, demat account, and then it is filed with the registrar of companies. Okay, this is the last step of capital subscription stage. Okay, then comes, in case of public company, okay, commencement of business. Once the return of allotment is filed, and the company directors will apply to the registrar to issue a certificate of commencement of business. Along with the applications, they will file certain declarations. Okay, like declaration that the shares payable in cash have been subscribed and minimum subscription is received, all the money is received. Okay, the directors have subscribed to the qualification shares and they have paid the money in cash. Now no application money is pending, all the money has been returned to the unsuccessful applicants. So all this declaration has to be filed. The registrar, okay, after verifying the documents, will issue the certificate of commencement of business, and on that date onwards the company can start its business. Okay, public company. In case of private company, just after the incorporation certificate they can start the business.